the red line on fiscal deficit will not be crossed come what may. The words are coming from none other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself. Speaking at the Economic Times Global Business Summit, PM said that the 4.1% fiscal deficit target for the current fiscal is sacrosanct. Modi's comment is significant as it comes amid talk that the government could change the fiscal goalpost in its quest to boost growth.
Addressing the who's who of corporate India, the Prime Minister said the government's steps on inflation control and fiscal management provided the room for RBI to cut interest rates. Modi also assured the business captains that power sector will be given top billing in the coming days. Prime Minister Modi's reform roadmap ahead of the union budget is our big story on Business Tonight.
Let me outline what we are doing to usher in this new spring. My government is moving fast in designing policies and laws to promote growth. This is where I seek everybody's cooperation. First, we are committed to achieving the fiscal deficit target announced in the budget. We have worked systematically in this direction. Many of you practice Kaizen in your companies. Reducing wastage means cutting excess and preventing misuse. This requires self-discipline. That is why we have the Expenditure Management Commission to suggest cuts in wasteful expenditure. This way, we will make the rupee more productive and deliver maximum bang for the buck. Second, the petroleum sector has been major reforms. Diesel prices have been deregulated. This has opened up space for private players to enter into the petroleum retail. Gas prices have been linked to international prices. This will bring a new wave of investment. It will increase supplies. It will resolve problems in the key power sector. Today, India's cooking gas subsidy is the world's largest cash transfer program. Over 80 million households receive subsidy directly as cash in their bank accounts. This is 1/3 of all households in this country. This will completely eliminate leakages. Building on this, we plan to introduce direct cash transfer in other benefit schemes. Third, inflation has been controlled through firm measures. While falling oil prices help, even non-oil inflation is at a very low level. Food inflation has come down from over 15% a year ago to 3.1% last month. This set the stage for RBI to reduce interest rates and push growth in a stable manner. Fourth, the consensus we arrived with states for amending the Constitution to implement GST is a major breakthrough. और हमारे अरुण जी तो कहते हैं कि शायद आजादी के बाद इतना बड़ा रिफॉर्म का कोई कदम इसके पहले नहीं उठाया गया है। GST has been pending for over a decade. This alone has the potential to make India competitive and attractive for investment. Fifth, the poor have been included in the financial system. In a short span of 4 months, over 100 million new bank accounts have been opened under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. For a country of our size, this was an immense challenge. But with will, determination, and the full support of every banker, we are today a nearly 100% banked country. Soon, all accounts will be linked with Aadhaar. Banking habits will become common across the country. This now opens immense possibilities for the future. People's saving will rise. They will invest in new financial instruments. 1.2 billion people can hope for pensions and insurance. As the nation progresses, these bank accounts will drive demand and growth. We have always debated about social unity, national unity, and so on. But we have never debated about financial unity, about bringing everyone into the financial system. This is one cause which both capitalists and socialists agree on. I don't think there will be a dispute between those. What, my friends, can be a bigger reform? Sixth, the energy sector has been reformed. Coal blocks are now allocated transparently through auction. Mining laws have been changed to facilitate efficient mining. Similar reforms are on the way in the power sector. We have revived long-pending projects in Nepal and Bhutan with the cooperation of their governments. Steps are being taken to deliver 24/7 power for all using every possible source, including renewable energy. Seventh, India is being made an attractive destination for investment. FDI caps have been raised to insurance and real estate. FDI and private investment are being promoted in defense and railways. The Land Acquisition Act has been amended to smoothen the process and speed up matters. This will give a thrust to infrastructure and manufacturing while protecting the compensation to farmers. Eighth, infrastructure is being given a boost. Greater investment is planned in railways and roads. New approaches and instruments are being put in place to unlock their potential. Ninth, transparency and efficiency in governance and institutional reforms are essential elements for rapid growth. These, along with a positive regulatory framework, tax stability, and ease of doing business, are being pushed ahead at top speed. For instance, recently assured public sector banks, they will have total autonomy in taking business decisions. without any interference from government on loans and their operations. और मैंने जब बैंक की मीटिंग में कहा, मैं आपको कहता हूं उनके लिए सरप्राइज था। मैं उनसे कहा, आपको इस काम में कभी पीएमओ से फोन नहीं आएगा। और मैं मानता हूं इससे बड़ा कोई कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल नहीं हो सकता है। और यही है जो ट्रांसपेरेंसी लाती है। We need to use technology to deliver good governance, whether it is a simple one like biometric-based attendance, which has improved office attendance and work culture, or a cutting-edge one like space technology in mapping and planning. I intend to launch a massive national program for PDS computerization. The entire PDS supply chain, public distribution system, from the FCI godown to the ration shop and consumer will be computerized. Technology will drive welfare and efficient food delivery. A major institutional reform is the move away from merely planning to transforming India. The setting up of the National Institution for Transforming India, Niti Aayog, is a step in this direction. This will take the country forward on the path of cooperative federalism. And when I say cooperative federalism, with a competitive zeal, country requires cooperative, competitive federalism. There must be competition between states. There must be competition between states and center. The Niti Aayog is our mantra for creating trust and partnership between the center and states. This list can be endless. I can go on for days. But I do not think we have the time. However, I have given you a sense of the immense activity we are engaged in. We have done a lot so far, and more will be done in future. Friends, reforms are not an end itself. Reforms must have a concrete objective. The objective must be to improve the welfare of the people. Approaches may be many, but the goal is one. Reforms may not be apparent to one and all at first sight, but small acts can drive reforms. What appears minor can actually be vital and fundamental. Further, there is no contradiction between doing big-ticket items and doing small things. One approach is to have new policies, programs, large projects, and path-breaking changes. Another approach is to focus on the small things that matter. Create a people's movement and generate mass momentum, which then drives development. We need to follow both paths. Let me explain this a bit. Generating 20,000 megawatt of power attracts a lot of attention. That is important. अगर मैं कल घोषणा करता हूं कि हम 20,000 मेगावाट बिजली टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया के हेडलाइन पे आ जाएगा, शायद। At the same time, 20,000 megawatt of power can be saved through a people's movement for energy efficiency. The end result is similar. The second is more difficult, but is as important as the first.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.